In this lecture, we're going to learn how to generate an undetectable backdoor. A backdoor is just a file that, when executed on the target computer, it'll give us full access to that computer. So it'll basically allow us to hack it and do anything that we want on that computer. There's a number of ways to generate backdoors, and what we're interested in is to generate a backdoor that is not detectable by antivirus programs. Now, this is not very hard to achieve, as you'll see, and we're going to do this using a tool called Vil Framework. Now, I already have Vil's project page open in here. I'm going to include its link in the resources of this lecture on the top left. Now, if you're not familiar with Git, this is a version control system that allows programmers to host, share, and update their programs. So, to download something from GitHub, all you have to do is click on the green button in here, copy this link, and then go to Terminal, navigate to the location where you want to download this project, and in this example, I want to go to OPT. This is the directory where you should be installing optional software, and if I do ls, you will see I only have one directory in here called teeth. So, to download Vil in here, all you have to do is, first of all, write the git command, which is git. And what we want to do is we want to clone a repository. And the link for this repository is the link that we copied in here from the green button. So I'm just going to paste it here. So a very, very simple command. We're using git to download a repository from Git. We're saying that I want to clone this repository, and the link of the repository that I want to clone is this one. So if I hit enter now, you'll see it's going to download it for me. And once it's done, if we do ls, you'll see we have a new directory called Vil. And we can navigate to this directory by doing cd vil. And in here, if I list, you'll see we have a number of files, but the main file for the program is this one, vil.py. But we can't run this file right now because we still didn't install this tool. Now, Vil relies on a large number of libraries and third-party programs, so you're going to have to install all of these first before you can use it. Now, luckily, you don't have to do this manually because Vil comes with an installation script. Now, this script is placed in the config directory, so we have to navigate in this directory first. So we'll do cd config. And if we list here, you'll see we have a file called setup.sh. Now, as the name suggests, if you run this file, it will install all the needed libraries and third-party applications that Vil uses. So, to run an sh or a bash file from the terminal, all you have to do is type // followed by the file name, and in our case, it's called setup.sh. Now, you can run the setup as is like this, but I want to add two arguments to this. The first argument that I want to add is the --silent. This argument will run the installer as an unattended installer. So basically, it'll install everything with its default settings, and it won't ask us to configure anything. The next argument that I want to add is the --force, so that in case you're running this a second time, if you already installed Vil and something went wrong and you're installing it again, the force argument will overwrite any existing installations. Now, I didn't just figure out these arguments myself. If you actually read the description here on the project page, you'll learn exactly how to install it and what each of these arguments do. So, I'm going to hit enter now. And as you can see now, it's going to automatically gather information about my current operating system. It's going to install the needed libraries and the needed applications. This might take some time because it's going to download a lot of packages, so please be patient and give it its time. Now I'm going to pause the video because this is going to take some time, and I'll continue recording once it's done. So right now, as you can see, the installation is finished and it's telling me that everything is done. So I can run the tool now, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to first close this terminal window and open a new window just to show you how you'd start it by default. Because usually when you open terminal, you'll actually be in the root directory. So if I do pwd right now, you'll see I am in root. So in order to run Veil, we have to first navigate to the location where you downloaded it. And we downloaded it to the opt directory, so we're going to do cd opt Veil. Now if we do ls, you'll see we have the file that I told you that's the file for the program, and we have the config directory where we were and where we ran the installer. Now we've already installed everything, so we don't need to run the installer, and to run Veil, all we have to do is type // followed by the program name, which is veil.py. I'm gonna hit enter, and as you can see, the program is working with no issues at all. Now, in the next lectures, I'm going to show you how to use this program to generate undetectable backdoors that can be used to hack Windows computers.